cherry painted frames, glass overhead doors, indigo batik, spray foam color. Guys, that is what happens when a creative, an artist designs your own 30 by 100 metal building. And that is what I'm about to show you guys, so you don't want to miss out. Follow with me. Let's get this one going. Welcome backpack. This is Adbeel from WolfSteel Buildings. I am super excited to do a tour again. I know I've been missing. Some of you have said, hey, bring Adbeel back. Thank you for remembering me. I left Ed in good hands with the channel, and I know he's doing an amazing job. But if you want to see more of me, give me a like, guys. If you guys give me more likes and I get a good turnout, I'll keep showing up. If not, that's okay. I understand. By the way, guys, maybe you don't know a little bit more about me. I don't just do the tour videos. I am the general manager, or at least the CEO of the company. I've been working a lot in behind the scenes, processes and systems. We've been growing thanks to you guys, and I want to thank you guys for trusting us. And that's where I've been dedicated, so we can continue to deliver high-level experiences like we are. And back here, that's what you guys are about to see with this tour. And we got a special guest. I think you can see him. There's the wave. Let's get this going. Let's go talk with David.
What's going on, Pack?
You ready for this tour, David?
Let's get it going.
Let's get it going, man. But hey, now you're not in the sales team anymore. You're now part of the marketing team?
I am, yeah. I made the switch. We left the sales department. I feel like the sales gave me all the education I needed and gave me good insight from our clients. So now I can bring that experience into the marketing department to better help you guys out and give you guys information that you guys need.
It's gonna be phenomenal. You got 3 years in the sales game?
Yeah, 3 years in the metal building sales game. Super excited to bring the information from my years of what the clients are saying. I get to put that into the videos, into the information that we're giving you guys to give you guys a better experience. So I'm super excited to be part of the marketing team.
And Ed is gonna be doing a lot of the tours, and you're gonna be doing a lot of the educational content that a lot of clients are also asking for. It's gonna be super exciting.
Comment, ask questions. You know, we're here to help out. You know, we're listening, we're paying attention to what you guys are saying, and we want to give you guys what you guys are looking for. So let's get it going, man. Let's get it going.
Awesome. So 2 things. One is, you don't want to miss out. David just did a tour with our client of her whole vision of the inside, right?
Yeah, her personality, her lifestyle, her artistic mindset, how she went into designing the interior space, the exterior, the awesome cherry painted frames, the interior indigo batik spray foam color. It was very, very thought out. So I'm super excited about this project. Actually, it's a full circle for me because I actually sold this project. Now I get to be part of the marketing department, showcasing this awesome building that the client designed and got from us.
No, it's really exciting. I mean, we've been out here for about 2 hours, so you're gonna get a lot of ideas. Yeah. So get ready, brace up like the Norway team when they're we're in World Cup right now vibes, guys. So I don't know when this is gonna be produced, but right now we're in the knockout stages, so it's super exciting. Yeah. And then the other thing is we got a giveaway.
We do have a giveaway, so.
What's the question?
What's the color of the painted spray foam? Because it's not something that we offer. We offer ice gray, black, and white, but this one's particular for this client. Our guy James helped the client find that color and we made it happen for her. But the giveaway is this awesome Yeti cup.
That's the giveaway, guys. Just leave a comment and randomly selected, anybody who leaves a comment will be randomly selected. I think there's a time frame, I think a week or like 3 or 4 or 5 days. Leave a comment, we'll ship out a Yeti anywhere in the US, although we only service Texas. But guys, let's get this video started. You ready, David?
Let's go. Let's
talk about what all happened here.
Let's go.
Alrighty, guys. David, what is this beautiful monument? Especially monument, because it's like, we're in the hill country. We're out here in what, Dripping Springs area?
Dripping Springs, Texas, right here. Beautiful hill country. As you guys can see, the landscape, it's awesome. To drive up here was cool. But 30 by 110 red iron bolt up with a 10-foot lean-to, 7 on the low side, 10 on the high side.
What's the height of this?
This is going to be 17 on the high side, 14'6", I believe, on the low side. Both have the beautiful 2-foot overhang with the underlying soffit panel.
It's
beautiful
amazing
building. Guys, we just did an awesome tour with our client. She gives a lot of good insight because she's an artist and she had a lot of personal lifestyle, you know, her vision come to reality. She told us that she planned this for 12 years before she actually put the building on her land. So this is a very exciting project.
So you said 30 by 100, 3,000 square foot of the inside.
Internal on the outside.
And the outside is a 10 by 100.
10 by 100. 10 by 100, but the roof extends 10 feet on that side. She talked about why why she had that, because she wanted a little extra shade on that side because it's the west side. So this is all very planned out based off east, west, sunset, sunrise. And
that's one of the things that I'm really impressed with this project is there's a lot of thought out and thinking about how this project was done. And David, so these are the 10 by 10s and these are glass overhead doors.
Beautiful glass overhead doors with the aluminum frame to match with the aesthetic of the Galvalume panels.
This is something that the client added afterwards, right, David?
She did, yeah. We actually don't offer this. She called it a curtain. It's almost like a roll-up door.
Yeah.
That casing is for a roll-up door. She pushed a button and it came down and it covered the glass because it's fully insulated on the inside, but we'll talk about that here shortly.
And it's because the sun is shining on it, right? It can hit the inside. When we're inside, we're gonna feel it. We're actually gonna be walking barefoot so we can feel the ground, how it's feeling.
Yeah.
But that's definitely because you've got the glass overhead doors. They're insulated.
Yeah.
You got, you can see the weather stripping. Everything's very nice and sealed. That's the beautiful thing about overhead doors, that they're nice and sealed, they're insulated. So we'll see how it feels, because right now the sun was hitting on it hardcore all morning.
Yeah, exactly.
On this side, David, this is actual masonry.
Yeah.
It is true masonry. Did we do this, and what did we do here?
Yeah, so we actually didn't do this. You can see all the stone on this side, but her landscape guy did the masonry for the project. We just planned it out for her to add this trim. It's basically like a wainscot,
yeah,
but it's a little bit larger to be able to cap this so that it doesn't, there's no water seepage in between. I know our system changed a little bit recently, but this is what we did for this particular client.
This is how we actually do it, or used to do it. We actually updated our standard to have more like it's almost like a base trim. It comes out just like this,
okay,
with the little edge. But instead of capping here, because sometimes masonry can change in dimensions,
yeah,
right now it fits really good. We do like the base trim, and then from there we cap it with brick instead.
Yeah.
And we're gonna show you a little bit on the window how they did that on the window side.
I do want to touch base though real quick, because we have a lot of our clients always ask questions on the rainwater catching system. As you guys know, our gutter system is part of our trim package, so we did keep that on there. We did do a downspout, but we didn't bring the downspout all the way down here like we normally do. We stopped it there, and her guy came in and did the water catching system all the way down, the full 110 feet down that way.
It's spectacular. A lot of clients that want to do that, especially to connect their downspouts and get their water into a catch space, and this is 3,000 or even more, because we got the 2-foot overhang, almost like 3,200, maybe 3,100 approximately square foot of roof of water catching. But we wanted to talk about that single slope.
Yes.
So it's a big topic, guys. Single slope metal buildings. It's a very modern aesthetic. It's something that really stands out. And then here, from where you're looking at it, I'm sure you got one single slope here, and then the lean-tos are typically always going to be also single slope.
Another single slope, yeah.
David, I'm going to ask you, so we did mention this is a pre-engineered metal building. Correct. It's a prefabricated PMB, which is pre-engineered metal building, right? Yep. Okay, but it's prefabricated at a shop. What is different about doing a single slope, especially when it comes down to price? Why is a single slope could be a little bit more than just a normal gable roof of a regular metal building? The
best way that I can describe it, and this was described by the engineers that came into the office and did a little bit of training, a 30 wide single slope is half of a 60 wide gabled. And so whenever the peak doesn't have anything that support the counterweight, not necessarily extra reinforcement, but maybe larger size material than your standard. If it was a 60 wide, maybe the material might be a little bit less. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive, because there's special engineering calculations inside of a controlled environment to be able to support, say, the wind loads. Before we actually did the video, she mentioned there was a strong wind that ripped off her roof or something like that. So the engineers have history of, wind patterns in this area. So that's how they calculate certain things. But that's how this was engineered. It's half of a 60 wide is the best way I can describe it.
So this is 30 wide. A 30 wide gable would be less material, less weight, or less steel. That can come down to the basics. I know that it's a great explanation, especially from the engineering perspective, when we had, by the way, big shout out to Darren, who really gave us a lot of knowledge. But then again, that is why single slope, if you are looking for single slope, just know that it's going to be a little bit more than a gabled roof. Another thing is that this is pre-engineered, so that's why I mentioned that. This goes through an engineer perspective. Yeah. Can we do single slopes for weld-ups?
We can, but only to a certain size. Again, it goes back to the size of the material being used. I believe, memory serves me correctly, the smallest we can do weld-up is going to be about 20 wide. Again, back to the best way I can describe it, a 20 wide single slope is half of a 40 wide weld up.
Yeah.
gabled.
And that's what we do, 40 wide, non-engineered weld up. So
Correct.
keep in mind that, well, a pre-engineered metal building like this, typically will always have an engineer involved. So that gives a lot of peace of mind when buying a product like that. That's one of the beauties of them. That's why they're so common in commercial and industrial and residential. As far as weld ups can be non-engineered and it can be engineered. And non-engineered just really means that a local builder is just gonna grab something, pick it up from the shop and just put it together, but there's no calculations behind it.
Yeah, we like to say it all the time. We plan on paper, execute on site. For all of our projects, we actually do an architectural rendering, regardless if it's a bolt up or a weld up. So the weld ups that are non-engineered, we actually do our own framing design, you know, based off previous engineered buildings that we've done like that.
Correct.
In this scenario, because this is a bolt up and it has to go through the engineering process, we still did the architectural rendering regardless. One of the big reasons why we do that is because this client, we got windows, not just down here, but over the lean-to as well. The engineers have to calculate where these windows are placed because typically they have like cable bracings and things like that. So we have to create portals. It's a whole, you know, engineering topic, but we still do the architectural renderings to make sure that the client is fully aware where everything is going to be before we send it to the engineering to get, you know, their process started.
Their engineering calculations.
Exactly. So
and all
regardless, we're always going to try to, you know, plan on paper, execute on site regardless.
Build on paper, execute on site.
That's right.
Hey.
That minimizes errors on site.
Hey, but now talking about that, look at all the whole wall.
Guys, I'm 7 feet tall. I mean,
we can call it a retaining wall. We can call it it's the whole footing. It's just like so much drop is coming from there all the way up to here is where, and it keeps going. So if you're in the hill country area, just expect your concrete work to be more extensive work. Yeah. Especially if your ground is definitely like this.
Elevations.
Just kind of expect that. This looks phenomenal. So over there, we actually finished it off the wall. So as you can see here, when we set the form boards or like the board, we didn't use plywood. We actually used like 2x4s. And so when we took those out, that's the mold that was left. Over there, we actually nice and finished it off. But here we left it. It looks really good with matching with the stairs and the landscaping that our client has on that side. So over here also, you can see that the downspout stopped right where the line or the elevation of the floor. Our client was mentioning how all that water, when it actually rains, is falling and it looks like it's the Niagara Falls. No, she didn't say that.
This is dripping spring. These are the dripping springs, bro.
Dripping falls.
These are the dripping spring falls.
I know you spoke with our client on the.
She designed these. She said that whenever you drive up, she wanted that wow factor. I mean, she nailed it. I mean, look at these stairs, man. They look freaking awesome.
We've done stairs, and this one is very unique. You can get really creative, especially with concrete work. You can get really, really creative. Send us your dreams. We will definitely see what we can do. Wow.
I love we do red iron, obviously.
Yes.
But this red iron is a different red iron.
This is a different red iron. I know that our frames come in as rustic red, like that's just the prime of over the frame. Especially our pre-engineered bolt ups are all painted with a rustic red. But then can you get painted frames?
Yeah. So, I mean, we've seen it all the time. We do like black painted frames or just painted frame in general to match your aesthetic. Cherry red, but this is, again, very intentional because it matches her trim of her house. So it was all carefully designed. Again, her vision brought it to life. So we did that specifically for this client. So we did all the Z purlins, the beams as well.
It's spectacular, honestly, especially with the Galvalume. I don't think I've ever had this color combination.
Not this much. The panels and those trim was brown, I believe.
Yeah.
But this building is full Galvalume. Even the downspouts are Galvalume. It's just the frame that's painted. The frame is painted red on the inside, and the inside is a different color. So
that's what we're going to talk about. Remember the giveaway?
Yes.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
So this is what we actually mean by the cap of a masonry. We just do like almost like a base trim wainscot here. You just flow here, that way the water's just gonna flow. And you can use, instead of masonry, guys can come in and they can just slap in a cap. It looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
So this is a 10 by 100.
10 by 100, and it stops at the 100 mark because on this side, she did a 10-foot extension to the roof.
And she spoke about it in the tour with explaining why she did it.
Yeah, we won't go too much into it, just to show you guys a little bit. The rainwater catching system ends there, you know, bath for her dogs. But this, she added this so that there was extra shade into her building and she can kind of...
Because of the sun as it's falling on this side. So you got to plan a lot, the orientation of the sun, where it's going to hit a lot, especially a metal building, heat.
Yeah.
Heat is coming in, or where your windows are. You got to plan for your sunrise and for your sunset. Yeah, just in general, because it's metal. I think there's too much to talk about here that I don't want to make this long. You guys can see a lot of videos where we talk about notch details and base trims, and like this is 26 gauge for all our red iron. We're going to be using 26 gauge. We can even do 24 gauge for red iron, 24 gauge thick panels. 29 gauge or 26 gauge is 25%
stronger.
Or thicker.
Thicker.
I won't say stronger. I don't know yet.
Brother, it feels nice and cool in here.
Bro, it was
compared to outside.
It was hot.
Yeah.
We're working in HVAC. We're always joking around with our team that works outside, our crews, and
respects.
Respect to them, and they always mock us or like joke around about like, oh, well, you guys work in the HVAC, and you know, hey, guys, respect. We got to respect the game for both sides.
For sure, for sure.
One is more mental. The other one might be a little bit more
labor intensive.
Hey, it is nice and fresh. We'll talk about how many mini splits this 3,000 square foot has.
Yep.
But we want to really show you guys something spectacular, guys. Look at that view. So David, I know your client specifically got these glass overhead doors for a reason. Elaborate a little bit more. Explain to me why she got glass doors.
Two main reasons. Originally, whenever she first was planning this project, from this beam and on was gonna be her garage. Once she started using the space, she's like, nope, I need more space. Let me use this as mine. And obviously it adds to the wow factor for her art studio, giving her that awesome view. The view speaks for itself.
No, it's spectacular. And then she can also see if anybody's coming into her driveway.
Yep.
One thing that I was noticing is like the ground right here is super fresh.
Yeah.
I step here and I can feel the heat. And you can actually feel a little bit right here. A little warmth from where the sun's been now going up.
Yep.
So these doors are definitely insulated, but they still transmit a little bit of heat.
A little bit of heat, yeah.
Not as hot as the steel.
Exactly.
But they will transmit.
I mean, we talk about it all the time in our videos. It's to maximize the R value of your building, you have to have the right accessories.
Yep.
Overhead doors, transom windows, or double pane insulated windows, the correct insulation. We actually did something special for this client. This isn't 1 inch, this isn't 2 inches, this is 3-inch closed cell spray foam, giving her an R value of 21. Roof and walls, special color, special order. We did it for this client. She gave a shout out to James. She helped her plan. Indigo Petite Blue spray foam. Yeah.
And these overhead doors have a little bit of a high track too.
Correct, yeah.
So the high track is going up a little bit higher than where it ends at 10 foot. It's still going up to what, like 12?
I believe
almost, yeah, about 12, because that's where the 14 foot is
14
right
on
there.
this side, 17 on that side. She mentioned she wanted this one a little bit on the higher side because she wanted to add more extra storage space over there. So again, everything was just very meticulously thought out for the client.
And that's one of the things, the negatives about overhead doors is the standard tracks are just gonna go straight this way, and they can take up a lot of overhead space.
Yeah.
So it's really important to consider high tracks, follow the roofline tracks, just tracks that go up and get your door up and away from, and giving you, maximizing your whole space as much as possible.
Yeah, because if the doors were on that side, we would have done the follow the roof line. That way it doesn't take up any space. So that's a good point as well.
And David, this is Polyurea?
This is Polyurea. This is our custom flake system that the client, again, designed. Not designed, but when we did the tour video, she talked about how she looked forever for this particular flake system, color combination. Because it's not only is it blue to match the spray foam and white to kind of match with the grays, but there's a sparkle in there. When that sun hits it, you can see the beautiful sparkle. She mentioned the ambient lighting. It's super cool.
Like some sort of lighting even makes it more like
it stands out a little bit more.
Lighting or something.
It's like a disco ball on the floor.
Yeah. The one that Jose from sales did as a meme day on meme day.
I don't remember that.
You know who he was? You know who I'm talking about? Put it, marketing, help us out. But David, this is Polyurea.
Polyurea. Talk to us a little bit about that. I know there's a difference between Polyurea and epoxy.
And epoxy, right. So Polyurea is definitely UV resistant, okay, compared to epoxy. So like right now, especially if you have a lot of windows, which we're gonna talk a little bit about, and glass doors, after a while with the epoxy, that coating is not UV resistant. So therefore you can be seeing like the squares, the mold of the overhead door on the ground, all like yellow
squares.
So it's UV resistant. That's why it's better to get a polyurea over epoxy if you have windows. If you don't have a lot of windows, then epoxy is good. One of the other things about polyurea is that it's flexible. It's strong and flexible.
Yeah.
And especially with foundations like metal here in Texas that move a lot.
Foundations move a lot.
Through the years, it just stays flexible compared to epoxy that just gets harder and like brittle, and then
it starts cracking.
It starts cracking. A new project can be tedious. Finding the correct contractor for your concrete, building, insulation, etc. It's a lot. We know. We've seen it from various customers, which is why we've combined everything in one place just for you. We handle everything for you to make sure you have your building your way. We do tubular and red iron metal buildings, bolt-ups to weld-ups, concrete, site preparation, demolition work, polished concrete, polyurea, or concrete coatings, permitting assistance to make sure you are clear with the city and HOA, various insulation options like spray foam, fiberglass, and solar reflective insulation, gutter system, custom accessories to stand out against your neighbor, custom overhead and roll-up doors, cedar posts or encasements, various service door options or windows to match your aesthetics, mezzanines or balconies available, for bolt-ups to give you that additional vertical space. Electrical is in the beta and available close to our office here in Fort Worth, Texas. Limited landscaping options and masonry to match your home or get that HOA approval. Everything you need in one place. Whether you're a business owner needing warehouse space, or a car enthusiast needing a garage, or just anyone looking for a strong custom metal building, we've got you covered. Our clients choose not because we're the cheapest, but because of what we stand for. Keep in mind, we do not service outside of our service areas. We do not provide just materials or just metal building kits. We don't just do concrete or spray foam. We do full turnkey Texas metal building projects. If you fall within our service area, contact us today. If not, I hope our channel can help you with your metal building project. Again, this is 3,000 square feet.
3,000 square foot building. It has 2 mini splits running. I believe she's gonna add a third one, but 3,000 square foot building with 21 R-value spray foam, these 2 mini splits, obviously it's getting the job done. She said she spends all her day in here, already right here hanging out or in her workspace, so.
And it's 100 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, and it feels super cool in here.
And right now she has another mini split, but it's inside one of the rooms. And she said she's still gonna add another one. So that way it's a lot more.
Again, back to the planning. On that side, she did, because the sun sets on that side, it gets a little bit more hotter on this side where she's working her workspace. So that's why she's gonna add another mini split on the inside.
That makes sense. So these are transom windows, right? So these don't open, they don't close. What were the size?
1 foot tall, 6 foot wide.
They're becoming really popular, David. A lot of clients are asking for this, especially up high, so you can get that natural lighting.
Some clients don't want windows on the low side for people not to peek in, but they want some lights up high for some natural light. Dang. And this is exactly what she wanted. She wanted some windows up high. She's an artist, so she has to be able to see, inside her building comfortably.
It's beautiful, Bill. The other thing I wanted to mention before we finish this video, because again, if you really want to know more details about this, David just did a tour along with our client, just explaining everything she did here and how she did it. But one thing I know that I wanted to mention was how she did the finish of the walls.
Yes, that's a very common question between our clients.
Question. Our client sent us a lot of pictures in marketing to help us out, show the progress, and you can see that along the purlins of the Z purlins of this frame, I believe they're like 2x4s, not this way, which usually is for structural reasons, or like this but it would just take up a lot more space. She actually put it sideways to be able to tie in these boards, which are like tongue and groove because you can't see any screws. And it actually lined up straight with their I-beam, and that's why their I-beam, you can see how it's painted. It's the same indigo batik.
Indigo batik with a B.
And then on that side, she did the same with adding a little bit more of a contrast with Galvalume corrugated panels. And she did that wall. I'm not sure if she did that wall, but she said she did that wall
all herself.
That is what an artist, I was just amazed at someone who finds ways to do things and has a creative mind, and they can create something like this.
Make a space their own.
If you watching the video and you did a building with us and you did something amazing, let us know, okay?
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll go and tour your building. Man, this is spectacular, David.
Again, it's awesome to see a building that you help a client design come to life. Whenever she said that it was her art studio, I pictured some paintings, you know, things like that. This is her space.
Yeah,
You know, she does so much in
art.
Books, arts, different, you know, just again, she touched base on that on the last video, but it's so cool, you know, finally seeing it come to life.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget the giveaway. Remember that color, and just leave it in the comments. And if you want to see more videos, leave us some comments also of some topics. Again, David is now joining a little bit more in the he is joining in the marketing. We're gonna do a lot more videos on educational on that side. And then my man Ed behind the scenes will continue to be giving that amazing tour videos of all the projects that are coming out. We've been growing, and it's all because of you guys. And we take that very serious. We take that responsibility with a lot of seriousness. And again, thank you guys for trusting us. And especially thanks to our client here for giving us the opportunity to be a part of her dream. So we'll see you guys in the next video.
Let's go.
Alrighty, Pack. Now is the time for our giveaway. If you made it this far, congrats. Again, thank you so much for tuning into our videos and always showing us support. In one of our previous videos, Pack, I dropped a giveaway question in the middle of a tour, and that tour was a 30 by 70 two-bedroom building with, I believe it was the black overhead doors with the light stone walls. Came out freaking badass. So again, shout out to our client Mitch, who allowed me to go out there and film his beautiful building. But in that tour, I dropped a giveaway question, Pack, and that question was, what day, month, and year was the Porsche 911 introduced to the public? And so we had 8 lucky participants drop their answer in time before the cutoff, which was on Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So congrats to those 8 who dropped those answers. That answer was September 12, 1963. Yes, that is correct. So September 12, 1963, the Porsche 911 was introduced to the public. So Pack, now is the time for those 8 lucky participants to see if you want a free WolfSteel flag, a Yeti cup, or a WolfSteel hat. We've got some badass giveaway items. So again, let's spin that wheel and see who won the free WolfSteel giveaway. So let's do this. Let's spin the wheel, and the winner is, drum roll please. Who's gonna be the winner? Bass 5242, congratulations. You are the winner of the free WolfSteel giveaway. Reach out to us in the comment section of this YouTube video, and we'll also be reaching out to you. But again, congratulations to Bass 5242 on the free WolfSteel flag, the Yeti cup, or the hat. Whichever one of those, we'll be shipping it out to you completely free. So again, thank you so much for everyone who tuned into this video. We love giving away back to our community, back to our Pack, and to our YouTube channel. So again, thank you so much, Pack. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you do not miss any of the giveaways we have coming up. So hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out any videos where I drop those giveaway questions. So again, Pack, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's go.
What's up, Pack? Remember to stay up to date with everything that we're up to by checking out our social media. You can find us at WolfSteel Buildings for behind the scenes action. We share our latest projects, update on what the team is working on, and all the exciting progress happening in real time. Don't miss out on the action, and remember to give us a follow.